Hey, it's Rachel Adelicia. This is Investment Piece, and it is one of my favorite times of year. The holidays, yes, but in my little world, it is also party dress season. And if you know me and you've heard stories about me, you know that there is not a single party dress that I have ever said no to. I don't even need a party to wear party dresses to. I've always just worn them to wherever. I mean, seriously, there's legend that since I was 2, you could usually find me either in a party dress or in like a leotard. I don't really have a middle ground. I'll wear them to the store. I wear them like no matter where I'm going. You can always find me in a party dress. So in a season where party dresses are accepted and celebrated and expected, it always makes my heart really, really happy. So I wanted to talk to you about it, sorry. And these are just a few of my party dresses. I mean, very, very, very smattering. But as I've been thinking about this year, and of course 2021 is hopefully a little bit different than 2020. And we might actually have holiday parties, and you might actually be in your party dresses, and you might actually be thinking about party dresses. I wanted to talk about it because there's so many different ways to go. And again, this is just a smattering. And of course, party dresses aren't it. Like maybe you love party jumpsuits, or maybe you love blazers, or maybe your look is really good eyeshadow. Like I'm horrible with makeup, but like the people who can do really ornate and like joyful eye makeups, or maybe you look great in jeans and a tee, and how you celebrate is your nails, or quite frankly, even if you're just in your lounge suit still, as long as you feel good and comfortable. To me, I think what I love about a party dress is you can be a little bit extra, you can be big, and you can be bold with it. Ironically, I always joke that I dress up a lot because I don't really, I'm not great at hair and makeup, so I let that do the talking for me. I let my fashion do the talking for me. But I think party dresses to me mean what makes me joyful, what makes me feel like I'm celebrating, because we have this one little life and we might as well celebrate it, right? So this year I really wanted to think about and explore what party dresses mean to me and what I'm going to wear. So I wanted to show a few, and like I said, sadly just a few, over on Investment Piece, the blog, www.investmentpiece.com. You will see so many during this season. We're going to really get into and explore party looks because it's my favorite. So one of the pièces de résistance is this Carolina Herrera trench dress, which is not a traditional holiday color, but who says you have to be traditional? I love that it's deep purple. I love the tones of velvet, and I love the skirt. And I can't get it high enough for you, but there's a train, and it makes me feel very, very joyful. And again, I think that's the point. We have velvets, and I mean, there's a ton of velvet. I have this pink velvet. I have this 1930s velvet that has the rhinestones. That was dead stock when I found it. It's gorgeous. We have velvet and metallics mixed, because why wouldn't you? We have sequins. You can't go party without a few sequins, right? This is a cape, a vintage cape from Saks. I've worn this as a dress. I've worn this over jeans. I've even worn this over sweatpants. There's nothing you can't celebrate, and there's no reason not to wear sequins. Speaking of metallics, I think it's not just dresses, as I said. Party looks aren't just dresses. This is a little vintage number I have where it's a little romper and then an overskirt that I've worn because it's so festive. It's so fun. You can wear them together and you can wear it separate because the skirt also looks fantastic over even black leggings. And of course, I wanted to point out that not all of my party dresses are super, I think when we think holiday party dresses, you think you have to go red or green or plaid, and you don't. One of my favorite new party dresses is this little blue metallic number that would be perfect for really any party, but New Year's Eve or, the holiday season. But I have more metallics. These are the most amazing pants because it's not just dresses. And a lot of my stuff is vintage. I love to buy vintage party dresses because they just knew how to have a good time. Like, for example, putting a little mink cuff on a dress. How fun is that? But there are newer pieces as well. For example, I got this little knit dress that I can't wait to shake somewhere at Anthropologie. Again, I really just feel like the more I think about party dresses and the more I think about joy, I want to always wear something that stands out, that says kind of like, here I am. And maybe it's to distract you from the fact that I have dirty hair, but maybe it's also to say, you know, let's have a good time. Like this 60s number, which is like the cutest quilted dress, and then it's split up the sides. So I guess we'll have to stay tuned to see what I wear under that. And not everything has to be big, as I was saying, you know, simple little dresses. There are so many different ways to party dress. There are so many different ways to have a party look. I mean, this just scratches the surface. This doesn't get into suits, which I think are so chic on women. This doesn't get into your jean looks. It doesn't get into sweaters. It doesn't get into so many things that just make us all so happy, right? So what I want to know is, how do you dress for parties? What makes you happy? What brings your heart with joy? If I invited you to my Christmas party, what would you be wearing? What would I might wear to yours? Let's really dive into what holiday dressing means. Let's dive into our party dresses. Let's talk about how they make us feel and what we're wearing. Yeah, I'm super excited for this season, and I can't wait to hear about what you are going to wear to all the parties.